So here I will try to see using Moku for ASK, PSK, and FSK modulation alone. Okay, so the screens that I should be looking at currently is what you can see here. We have Moku that is visible and connected. Now let me take you to, I'll connect this show window. Let me take you to the screen, whatever that is visible to me. Share. Okay, so I hope you can see this particular screen here. So see the arrangement. So we have, we have gone to the multi-instrument mode in Moku. Okay, so the slot one, I have selected it as an oscilloscope. Slot two, I have selected as waveform generator. Okay, and in this particular waveform generator of Moku Go, there is an option of modulation also, which we will use. And the oscilloscope of Moku, it also has a waveform generator. Okay, so we'll see how do we utilize it. So the connections that we have made here are the input. I will click this particular slot. You can see this particular output A of oscilloscope is been given to output 2. Now, can you see here? Given to output 2 also, that is for other Moku. Then it has also been given to signal bus 1 and slot 2, that is input A. Here also it has been given. Okay, so can you see this? So here it has been connected here. Okay, then again it has been connected here, and then it has been taken at slot 2. Okay, so then slot 1 is nothing but one of the other inputs of the waveform generator. So the slot 1 gives us the modulated output. Okay, that will be slot 1. Slot 2 is our square wave, which is our reference input. So that when we want to compare it at the receiver of the demodulator, we get to know what is our input. So these two outputs will be taking from Moku 1 and will connecting as input to Moku 2. Just remember it. Now let me show you what arrangements we have made here. Wait. Okay, let me take you to this particular waveform generator. Okay, so you can see here in this particular waveform generator, as I told you, there is an option for a ready modulated outputs. That means it can take modulating input. You can see I have connected to input A. Here you can see I have connected it to input A. This is coming from my oscilloscope. As I told you, my oscilloscope has square wave. I'm taking input, one square wave input, the message from oscilloscope. That will be my modulating input. And the other one is the carrier, which is here. So that is a sine wave. Okay. Then I get to see my output A from here. Okay. So first I will select the AM. So as I told you, we are just using Moku to appreciate its capabilities. So we'll use AM, PM, and FM to simulate ASK, PSK, and FSK. Not in a strict sense, a best practice, but we can visualize. So I select AM now. Okay, as you can see now, where to visualize? To visualize this, we need to go to the oscilloscope. That is why the arrangement. Okay, now let me take you to the oscilloscope once again. So here I will take you to the oscilloscope. Share. Okay. So this is the oscilloscope what I have here. One second, not this one. This is the second. Um, okay. The oscilloscope is here only. Share. So what I will do, I will go to this click here to visualize the oscilloscope, and here you can see the Moku generating the amplitude shift keyed signal. If at all I click here, B line. So this is my one of the outputs of the oscilloscope. A is one output of oscilloscope. B is the second output. This is not an output actually. You can see this is the waveform that we have generated from the oscilloscope. So, and then this is our modulated output. So what happened here was we used AM, amplitude modulation. So whenever naturally when this was zero, the connection got cut off and no wave. So there is wave, no wave, wave, no wave. That is our ASK. Okay. So similarly, if at all I want to do PSK, what should I do? So I will again go here to this waveform generator, and here I will, instead of AM, I will select phase modulation PM. Rest all things remain same. Of course, you have to do slight changes here. Okay, but I want to keep the slide, this video as small as possible. Now I have made this small change here. Now let me take you to the uh, oscilloscope here. Let me take you to the oscilloscope and let us see. I had paused, then I will. Okay, okay. Now see, I resumed and you can see the changes. Let me just pause again. Okay, and you can see here, as anticipated, uh, as and when input is high or low, correspondingly there is a phase shift. So you get to choose, by the way, how much is the phase shift. So there's a button here. So we have given here 180-degree phase shift. You get to give 90 or whatever it is to begin with. Okay, so BPSK, it's 180-degree phase shift. Okay, so as you can see, this is our second modulation. Now for the third thing, what we will do, again I will take you there to the waveform generator. So we have to appreciate the ability of this Moku to be, to multifunction as different devices. So now what I will do, instead of PM, I will go for FM. So with this particular thing, and I will give how much amount of frequency shift, and I will give something like a 15 kilohertz per volt, and here I will give something like 5 volt peak to peak. Okay. Too much variation is also not needed. So FM's digital version is my FSK. So now after making the change, I am here in the oscilloscope window. Now let me run it once again. And can you see it here? Okay, uh, there. Okay, we can see clearly two different frequencies. You get to select how many volt and whatever, how much deviation you want. What you can do is you can go to this measurements, I will add a frequency. Okay, so here we'll add the frequency. Wait, let me run this thing. Okay, as you can see here, clearly there are two frequencies. There are two frequencies. One is 140, another is 60 hertz. This you get to select. So these three are our, and yeah, as clearly seen, how many cycles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cycles for this particular duration, which you can check here because this is the scale, and here only 1, 2, 3, 3.25 cycles for the second one. So that's modulation. Now for the demodulation part, what I have to do is I have to connect the second move. So I will make it into a different video and I will put it in a while.